We're live here, PHNX Cardinals watch along. Dear God, how the Cardinals drive all the way down the field. We were anxiously checking out the Shedeur show with the Browns, but then Kevin Stefanski, like a moron, taking Shedeur off the field. You hate to see that. Shedeur doing everything he could to win. The Cardinals, are they trying to win? Let's see. Jacoby Brissett, 3 of 3. Trey McBride already with 2 catches. Cardinals facing a 2nd and 10 here. Let's see if we can have a fun afternoon. Jacoby ripping it. Michael Wilson touchdown. Wow, Cardinals championship. Michael Wilson with a touchdown from Jacoby Brissett. Like a hot knife through butter. Suck it, Rams, losers. All right, we're back. We've never been more back. Michael Wilson with the touchdown. Michael Wilson doing his best Jerry Rice when he's the number 1 receiver. Rams weren't ready for this freight train from hell. Who are these Cardinals? I don't know them. Hit that like button. Jacoby Brissett, a surgical 3 of 3, 64 yards and a tutty. My God. Is this the greatest team alive? Cardinals penning an extra point. 7-0. Who is this team? Bum. Michael Wilson, is he going to next year as wide receiver 1? Only time will tell. Flipping Browns. What are you doing? Losers. Well, they got 2 timeouts. Do us a favor, hit that like button if you like what you see here. How could you not? Subscribe to PHNX Sports on YouTube. We're barreling our way toward 50K right now, friends. The watch along is thriving. And hit that like button as well. This is where we get dirty. The show is very polished and professional. I don't like to use a lot of expletives. Not this watch along. Hide your grandparents. This is where the fun begins. Better promote this watch along on the old tweeters. No, let me know if I can get a thumbnail for that. All right. No, it's telling me to go F myself then, I guess. Watch along party. Cardinals thriving. 7-0. Hit us with a recap in the chat. And of course, if you get a super chat in, we're going to read that throughout the course of the live stream. You don't have to wait because this is your premier Arizona Cardinal podcast. Cardinals looking very competent on that opening drive. Watch along. Join PHNX Cardinals for entirety of Rams at Cardinals. Bo Brock's going to be joining us in the chat. Spouting his usual shill for the team. Our favorite shill boy out in Glendale. I just tweeted, it says walk along. Dear God. Updated it fast enough so no one saw it. What's up, everybody in the chat? Love my team. Absolutely. Cardinals are winning. No matter, Monty will trade the farm to get Mendoza. Let's see it. Mendoza, his post-game presser. It was something to see. He's a special boy, that Mendoza. All right. Cardinals saw that no team lost in the early slate, and they said, F the tank. That's what they said. F it. Oh, Titans are about to have to do a little punt here. Browns have used both timeouts. Can Shedeur get them in field goal range here? I don't know how much time's left. Oh, nope, that game's over. My bad. That game's over. It's never been more over. Broncos 7-7. Geno Smith. Future Cardinal starter, Geno Smith. Brock Bowers, 15-yard pass from Geno. All right, Cardinals kicking off here. About to take the field against what is probably the best offense in the NFL at this point. Now that Daniel Jones' Achilles exploded and that team's gone down the barrel, we've got Max Melton. We've got Max Melton. They've got Puka Nacua. They've got Kyren Williams, Devontae Adams. Who's better than Marv? Well, Michael Wilson right now is laying claim to the fact Marv and Michael are going to be on the team next year. Cardinals have enough weapons. To say they don't have enough weapons, that's ridiculous. What they need is, because Greg Dortch was placed on IR, the Cardinals need an underneath receiver in the draft that's physical, that can get you some yak. Stafford on first down, strike to Smith. Mr. Smith, not familiar with you. So they need like a underneath big physical slot receiver that can help with Michael and Marv next year. And then you got Trey, and then you're set. Cardinals don't have a lot of needs, but they have a need at the biggest position. Although if the Cardinals win this game, the Cardinals are probably going to talk themselves into Jacoby Brissett next year, which no thank you. Again, hit that like button. The goal right now for the Arizona Cardinals, can they be competitive? Defense looks bad. First down after 2 plays. Michael Wilson, though. Love to see Michael Wilson have success. Going to need to be able to pressure Stafford. That's what I believe Carolina did a week ago. Carolina's front, sneaky good. Derek Browden company. So, again, Cardinals front, not great. They need Walter Nolan back. He's out. Here comes Brittan Golden after his midday Qdoba. He's going to join us on the watch along. Cardinals are going to need some takeaways to keep this one close. Opening possession touchdown for Drew Petzing's unit. Can't remember the last time I said that. Here comes former Arizona Cardinal wide receiver Brittan Golden to the program. Hello, Brittan.
Hello, Johnny.
260 watching live. Hit that like button. Noah, you keep us honest with any super chats. Look at that point differential. Jesus. Plus 50. Sweat off the edge here. Come on, Sweaty. Yikes.
That's not going to do it.
Yikes. Bad tackling. Bad boys. Bad boys and girls. Kerwin Williams, 3 carries, 1,000,000 yards already. 3 for 29. So the opening possession, Jacoby Brissett went 3 for 3. 2 catches from Trey, and then 1 to Michael Wilson. Bam Knight, 3 carries for 1.5 yards. Great.
That'll do it.
Blake Corum in the game now, former Michigan standout. We all loved Blake in the draft. That year he came out. And not much in the NFL, however. Rams already in the red zone. As Blake Corum gets down to inside the 30.
The thing is, problem with Corum is you got to back up Kyron Williams.
Yeah.
It's real tough to get on the field in that situation, but they do it. McVay does a pretty good job of getting him active, though, especially when he's third down stuff. They can find ways let him catch the ball in the backfield.
Mm-hmm. Does anybody know what happened to Lamar? Why is Lamar bad now? Lamar's been very bad.
I don't know.
Uh-oh. It's a big play here for Stafford and company. Look at the Cardinals' run defense. Who missed that tackle in the open field? Cody Simon. What's wrong with you? Cardinals are going to need an inside linebacker this offseason.
Stafford ain't going to have to throw the football. He might have 10 pass attempts today if they run the ball like this.
I mean, there's one tackle missed tackle, Jalen Thompson. Jesus. Cardinals need some help as it relates to their safety room next offseason. They need to get younger and more athletic.
Oh, thank God he was out of bounds.
Got lucky there. Fellas. Why are the Rams not throwing? Because they don't need to. Why are the Rams throwing? My bad. Sorry, I was a smart ass. Yeah, I wouldn't be throwing either. You know, have they needed to throw every game? Probably. Second goal here for the LA Rams. They put Puka in motion.
Oh, they just went with it. Oh, he overthrew him. He had him winning, too.
How'd you like to be Denzel Burke, who's like, oh, I'm a 5th rounder. I'm going to come in, I'm in my spot, and there's like, actually, you're starting every week. You're going to have to go up against number one
And
wideouts.
you're gonna have to go against
Stafford missed him there. He's going to want that one back.
just let it
Super
go too
chat.
early.
Kyle, $5. Hey, Johnny, maybe I don't know the strength of schedule, but what are the chances the Cardinals end up with a top 5 pick? I still think it's good if they lose out. If they win a game, they're not going to get one. This is such a hodgepodge of a year. 3rd and goal here for the Cardinals. Let's see if they can stop Stafford. Nice job by the defense in the red zone there. The Giants now have the first overall pick based on strength of schedule, 2-11. Titans 2-11. Raiders are going to lose today. They're going to be 2-11. If the Cardinals were to lose this game, they'd remain in 8th, but they'd be tied with 4 other teams with a 3-10 record. And the Jets and the Saints, who are in that 3-10 group, both play each other. I think Washington will Washington somehow lost 8 in a row. I think they'll eventually win a game with Jaden, in the final month of the year. The Browns, I don't know about the Browns. That was so bad that they allowed Tennessee to beat them today.
The worst part about that is the 2-point convert. Like, what were you doing?
Yeah.
What were you trying to do?
Right.
You had a direct snap, and then I don't know if he was supposed to pitch it, if he was supposed to read it and pitch it. Like,
it's almost like they don't want.
That was just bad.
They don't want anybody to speak positively about their franchise. So, like, how do we screw this up at the end of the game? Well, Cardinals, about as good of a start as you could imagine. Hold in the red zone, and then offense just looks unbelievable. Here's the thing, though. With Drew, we've seen the offense look pretty good to open games. Doesn't mean they always score. But then the rest of the game, when adjustments need to be made, you fumble it, tenfold. So now let's see if the offense can come back out and you can be in a position where you can at least move the football again.
Do you think that we play conservative offense because we have a lead?
I do not. I also think partially because they can't run the football. So, I mean, Michael Wilson and Trey McBride have been unstoppable when they've just been a duo together.
You have to continue to press that issue.
Yep.
Until they find a way to take both of those guys out of the game.
Mm-hmm.
That's who you have to go. That's just all you have.
Lamar, $2. I wonder how much JG have on his parlay. Well, his parlay is just Cardinals money line every week. That would be his parlay. Somebody texted me a pretty good note here. Is just the Walter Nolan absence for the run defense just can't be minimized. Really, really disappointing. You can't see the 16th overall pick more often here.
Well, it's tough because that's back-to-back seasons where you've drafted a defensive lineman.
Yep.
And you've not seen him play.
Yep. Cardinals leading. If you go on with our friends at Bet365, what do you think the Cardinals money line is? Plus, I'm going to say plus.
Probably like plus 120.
Oh, no. I think it's probably plus like 400.
No, it ain't going to be that high. Not with them winning.
Plus 260.
That's actually wild.
Plus 260. So if you put $100 on it with our friends at Bet365, payouts 260. Not that I'm saying that the Cardinals are going to lose, but I don't know if you guys know this. We've seen this before. And, man. Williams, Puka Nacua, Devontae Adams, 1 drive, 3 points. Uh-oh. How about this? E-Rules. I caught it plus 740 pregame. Damn.
470.
470, excuse me. Go ahead and let that go into the end zone. Yep, there you go.
It's going to be really live at the Rams.
That's right. Jonathan, 5799-199. Which team picking top 10 are looking for a quarterback? It's easier to list the teams that are not going to be looking for a quarterback.
Giants are not. Tennessee's not.
Vegas yes.
Is.
Browns probably. Saints maybe. Washington no. Jets yes. Cardinals yes.
I don't think there's anybody in the draft, though, that I think you're outside of your top 5 right now. Hell, you can go top 8. You can just go to Arizona. Vegas. I don't think Cleveland just drafted 2.
Shedeur looks good. They should just play Shedeur.
He played threw for 360 yards today. New Orleans just drafted, and he hasn't played horrible. since he's been the starter.
And it's going to be the same regime there. So
Yeah.
it's like.
So they're not looking for a quarterback, at least not one early in that aspect. Washington's not looking for anybody early. The Jets, yes.
Here's what helps you. Giants and Titans, you would assume, are both going to take trade calls.
Yeah,
for
they
those
would
picks.
definitely take trade calls.
So even if the Cardinals continue to lose, which we'll see, Cardinals win today, all bets are off. But I think Dante Moore, Mendoza are clearly the top two. Ty Simpson looks like he needs to come back to school, but he's in the college football playoff now. What if he plays well? I mean, that's a good problem for the Cardinals to have, is these quarterbacks playing well. Bam Knight underneath. First down, Jacoby Brissett, who is yet to throw an incomplete pass. Everybody hit that like button.
Shedeur Sanders today was 23 of 42 for 364 yards, 3 touchdown passes, and an interception.
And he ran for a touchdown.
And he had a rushing touchdown today.
Jacoby Brissett, since week 6, first in completions, yards, and attempts. But again, he's got one win. And they also are behind a lot. So people think Cardinals are going to win this game. I think we've got a long way to go. Jacoby Brissett, who false started. That's where the Cardinals really hurt themselves. Elijah Higgins, who you would prefer not play because he's made so many dumb mistakes. However, you have no one else.
He does catch the ball well.
DLAZ, they'll be crowning Shedeur now. Yeah, I've never bought. I was talking to Brittan before the game. Jacoby makes something out of nothing. I've never bought into the Shedeur hate. I always thought it was overblown by like Stefanski. Like, why are they screwing him over? Watching that today, and I get it was the Titans. Like, why you didn't just start Shedeur all year? It's just like now, because here's the problem: is like if he looks good, then people are going to be like, "What? You should have had like a firm outlook
of your third-round draft pick on a quarterback that is healthy right now. Granted, he had a concussion; he took him out, but
he's not an NFL player for sure.
I get it. There was a lot of behind the scenes and hype and all that stuff, and you were kind of worried about that as an organization with the Sanders name. But when it comes down to the quarterback aspect, he was a tremendously better quarterback than Dylan Gabriel was, and he throws the ball better. He sees the field better.
Yeah, the Jerry Jeudy touchdown pass was really impressive. All right, Jacoby Brissett facing a 3rd and 12. Yeah, I love anytime that you can do a Andre Bocelli screen on 2nd down and long. You have to do it.
Bocelli was too early. This would have been the perfect time for me to play for the Cardinals.
Good protection as Jacoby gets just smoked there. Super chat $2. TTQB conference not worth consideration. Compensation not worth consideration. Trade up maybe. I'm not sure what that means. Somebody said I was a Shedeur hater. Stop lying, bro. No, I was not a Shedeur hater. I didn't have the love affair, but I didn't buy into the fact
that they was holding them back.
Yeah, and now it's like, are you guys?
They were holding them back.
What were you doing in practice? Were you guys like?
He was also the leading rusher today for the Browns.
That's pretty shocking. Make a tackle. Oh God. Cardinals got behind because of a penalty, could never recover, and the Rams are going to start their next drive. Texas Tech. Thoughts on Texas Tech quarterback? What's that dude's name again?
Aaron Morton. He's solid. I think he throws the ball better than J.J. McCarthy, but I think it's going to be along the same lines. Like, I just don't know if he's
going to get a lot of Jackson Dart comps this offseason. Let's see if he does. Let's see what he does in the playoff. Let's see if
he played well. They beat the brakes off of BYU yesterday.
You know, I saw somebody, I think it was that fraud Matt Miller, talk up the Cincinnati quarterback. I looked him up. He's not any good. What's that dude's name?
Who's quarterback?
Brendan Sorsby for Cincinnati. People are saying, look out,
Oh.
he could be somebody that emerges. No thanks. It's crazy. We're just got to talk yourself into some of these guys, given, in fact, Kyler Murray's trade value went up in the early slate of games. If you're following along, Daniel Jones's Achilles looks like it's done, and that will put him out well into next year, if not all of next season, and he's a free agent. So, if you're the Colts, you don't have your first because you did one of the worst trades in recent league history, giving up 2-1s for Sauce Gardner. So you have no ammo now to go get a quarterback. I mean, I guess Anthony Richardson's still on the roster, but that ship has sailed. I think Kyler Murray to the Indianapolis Colts becomes something very realistic, assuming that they still have enough compensation to do something like that.
The Raiders could be a landing spot too, though.
Raiders, Falcons. Oh yeah.
Minnesota.
Yep.
Minnesota's going to be looking. They're going to be trying to find ways to upgrade that quarterback room because they had a big swing and a miss with their previous first-round quarterback.
Do us a favor, hit that like button. I think we're going to have the 4th pick in the draft. I mean, they'd have to lose out. It'd be a lot of losing. Cardinals offense, not great after the opening possession. Stop me if you've heard that before. Brittan and I are back for another round of watch-alongs. Last time it was just Brittan and I. The Cardinals were blowing a game in only Cardinal fashion against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jagging off in that game as we continue on here. We're going to be doing these every game moving forward. You guys let us know that you are digging the watch-alongs. So as much as I want to pace around the room in agony and be pissed off, I'd rather hang out with everybody here. 1st and 10 for the Rams, who somehow don't get 20 yards per carry there on that opening drive. 400 of you watching right now, hit that like button. It helps so much. Steve Kimes Burner, Kate Kubrick.
Yeah.
I missed it. We'll have to have Noah pull that one up.
It's a Clemson guy, right?
Yeah. What happened to Clemson this year? Cade Klubrick is an early round QB, just a bad year. I mean, you say that about the LSU kid. You can say that about Sellers from South Carolina. Gotta come here. Kyler Murray can go to hell. Wow. Stafford just all the time in the world. Puka Nacua goes up and gets it.
Dude.
Upper Tank, $5. Upper Decker. My favorite cards play is the screen that everyone knows is coming. Yeah, that like the best case scenario is what Bichelia did. It was like 3 yards. Puka just full extension.
That's a different cat right there, man.
No, he's a freak show. We were at a Super Bowl party last year, and he was there, and I tried to like wave him over, come talk to our group, and our group was horrified that I did that. He just ignored me. Shane was like, "What are you doing?"
Oh Lord, how do you? That's what. See, this is what I don't understand about our defense is
why isn't it good?
Past that, but like, how do we consistently lose the other team's number one receivers? Like, I feel like every team that plays us, they've got their number one pass catchers, even their number two pass are running free all day long.
Bo saying that moment with Puka Nacua was the top 5 embarrassing moment of his life. He wasn't even talking. He was by himself. We were out in this like courtyard in a backyard, beautiful location in New Orleans, and I just thought he needed some bros to hang. Darius just beats a double team but can't penetrate. Rams have to be averaging about 15 yards per play. It feels like Stafford's averaging 9.3 yards per completion, and Rams are averaging almost 9 yards per clip rushing.
Oh my God. Catch of the year. And I haven't seen a better catch all year long.
We did need to rescue him, Bo. 400 people watching live. We appreciate everybody here. I will be shocked if this doesn't end in a Rams touchdown.
Lord.
Oh, look at
Easy.
that. Look at that. Will Johnson took a bad route there. Kerwin Williams anytime touchdown is about
Corum.
Corum. No Corum. Well, no one wants to see Corum. Well, not great. Jacoby, how many attempts do you want to throw today?
He's gonna have to throw 60
That's right.
to break the record again.
Man, barn burner here. Bears have already picked off Jordan Love in that game.
Touchdown, Corum.
Rams legit might run for 200 yards today
In the first half.
in the first half. All right, well, that didn't take long for the I hope you got the Cardinals money line when you did.
You better take it now. I bet
Yeah,
it's
that's right.
600 now.
That's right. Blake Corum.
Let's go see.
Are the Browns going to retire Shedeur's jersey today after his performance against the Titans?
Maybe.
Like he did in Colorado, he won like 9 games that year, and they retired his jersey. Blake Corum, gross. We got to already a couple of these super chats. Ben saying JG defense looking on from, yeah, it looks like ass. Steve Kimes burner. Cade Klubrick, a very early QB, just a bad year. Yep, got to that one earlier. AZ, rather listen to you guys in the broadcast. Thank you so much. We're here for you.
Well, tell them to come pay us that broadcast money too. We'll be on there every Sunday.
That's right. We're never going anywhere. Louise, we are playing to lose right now. Makes sense. Do you think we have a good chance to draft Mendoza, supporting AZ from Nebraska? Well, thank you so much, Louise. Or Lewis, excuse me. I think they have a decent chance if they get in the top 5 with the 2 teams that are picking first overall that don't need quarterbacks. I think if the Titans and the Giants finish 1-2 in any combination, I think we're going to see their franchises come out and basically say that those picks are open for business. If you believe what some folks out in Eugene have said, that Monty Ossenford and many Cardinal scouts have been in Oregon off and on throughout the year. But again, it could mean anything. They could be looking at a different player. But Mendoza and Moore are going to go 1-2. It just is a matter of which team is going to trade up. I think the Jets and the Browns and the Rams, unfortunately, will have kind of their pick if they want to trade up because they have 2-1s this year. The Jets in particular have first rounders seemingly every year through 2027. But you never know. The Cardinals, their package could look more appetizing if they were to get a second round pick for Kyler. I wouldn't want to deal in future ones with the Rams because you can't trust where that pick is. And the Cardinals pick is going to be higher than the Falcons. So a lot to be decided. Jonathan saying, am I crazy to think this QB class is very mid? No, I don't think you're crazy.
I agree with you.
I think we like the top 2 guys, and then there are a couple people that could make things interesting. Here's what I will say, though. Every year, like we have like this kind of stigma where it's like, hey, this class isn't great. And then there are always guys that emerge. So, I talked about it ad nauseum 2023. That draft was poo-pooed by a lot of people, and it's a great draft now, especially for the Cardinals. And then 2024 was supposed to be this unbelievable year, and that draft in hindsight hasn't looked that great. So you can't overthink it. If you feel like Mendoza or Moore is a franchise quarterback, then you just trade up, you pull the trigger. But I understand like people not wanting to give Monty and Gannon a young quarterback because they haven't proven enough winning. Like why should they be unable to have a young quarterback? So I get that. But I mean, if you look at the free agent options and potential trade options at quarterback, it's ugly. It's not a pretty sight for this team.
Cards money line plus 600 right now.
I think you'd be throwing your money away.
I do it anyway every week.
Keith, what would we have to do to trade up to get Mendoza? For me, anyone but Trey is up for grabs. I think you would have to give up. I know you would have to give up your first for probably the next 3 years. Jacoby Brissett getting about 4 yards. I would say probably 2026, your top 5 pick, 2027 one minimum, and then probably maybe 2028 first. I mean, I think 5 is probably the highest they're going to get to. Maybe not though. People are saying way too much. I mean, I like their roster. When the roster's healthy, like I think I have a good deep roster. Cardinals facing another third. Steve Kimes Burner's back, 199. Does anyone know if Drew Petzing watches football? He watches a lot of Cardinal football, so that means he watches a lot of bad football.
It's about to be second 16.
Broncos have taken the lead over the Vegas Raiders. Marvin Mims, punt return. John Gaines with a hold call. So about to be second and 16. And this is where you got to watch that. You go 3 and out here after that first possession. This is where this game can go out of hand quick. For those of you who are following along, Bo's team in our PHNX league Bo's team did not finish last, so he will not be going to Waffle House. I've had several people ask me about that. So, fortunately or unfortunately, depending on which side you were on, Bo is not going to be going to Waffle House for 24 hours.
No.
Jacoby Brissett, he's a gamer, man.
53 got to turn his hat in. You can't get juked out by Jacoby Brissett.
That will do it for the first quarter, 10-7. But Bo's saying not a single soul. People were wanting to know, Bo. It's my job to inform the people. Bum, 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 bum. Sucking ball. You know what's interesting? The Cardinals' quickest elimination in 25 years playoff contention. They've set every kind of record imaginable that you don't want to set. There's 5 weeks left of the regular season, and we know definitively the head coach and the GM are coming back. It's pretty wild. AZ Texan. Can't wait to see the Texans defense handle this offense. See y'all next week. Love you guys. You don't love us. You hate us with that. That comment is just full of hate. Yeah, it's not going to be good. You don't think we know that? It's going to be bad. But we're going to be hanging at Gila. Gila boys and girls from everyone that's come out and watch the watch party. Get your super chats in. 400 watching live across all platforms. Subscribe to PHNX here on YouTube. You got any bets that are going on right now, Mr. Brittan Golden?
Yeah, I got a few. Oh, Zach Ertz is done.
Blow out his knee.
Snapped his leg.
It could be a career ender.
Yeah, I'm sure that's it for him.
The Daniel Jones Achilles tear is such a blow to the Colts.
Is it on the same leg that his broken leg
so.
is?
Here's what I think. I think that the Colts traded 2 picks for a overpaid corner, and the Colts were the 2021, as Alex, our beat reporter online, points out. They're the 2021 Arizona Cardinals, where they started hot. Everyone anointed them. Then they just flamed out. The difference is Cardinals made the playoffs that year. The Colts are not going to make the playoffs. Colts are done. How'd you like to be a Colts fan today? This is our Colts. This is our Colts, and we bleed real blood because we're bad. So here, the Colts had started 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They were 8-2.
Oh, they said it's not the side where his leg is broken, which makes a whole bunch of sense because the overcompensation now. All right, there's more. You're putting more pressure on the opposite leg.
You're so right. You're so right. Something happens here, Michael. We're a little bit behind on the broadcast. We'll try to get caught up with the rest of you guys here after this play. 3rd and 5. Can you bomb it? Is Michael?
Make a play. Oh, get out of it.
Oh, he almost had it.
Dude, this dude's a gamer, man. Cardinals held him back.
Well, we know who he's held back by. We know how he was held back.
He is a gamer.
He breaks that tackle, he might be gone.
If he gets out of that, he scores.
Get Mike to 1,000 yards. Drew, what are you even looking at? Cardinals now threatening midfield almost. Cardinals like, we have to get our one run out of here. We gotta get our 2 yards. We gotta get our 2-yard run out of the way.
It's awful. And why? Just at this point, just put 5 wide receivers out there.
I see people dogging Marv. Marv has been good the last couple weeks. They have enough players. Look at Marv's glasses. Do you think those are prescription glasses? Do you think those are like fashion glasses?
Those are definitely fashion.
They got a blue tint on them. Maybe a little blue light action going on.
Michael Wilson and Marv and Trey is more than enough for this team to score points. And the fact that we're sitting here every week and we're like, do they need another wideout? Oh, my God, Michael Wilson.
Michael Wilson, dude.
That's a man.
Bro,
that's a full-grown man.
I mean, year one, he had a little injury bug. Last year he played. I mean, he just didn't get the opportunities.
You may have to extend him after this year.
This is the most consistent receiver you got.
Michael Wilson already 3 catches for 56 yards in this one. Keep attacking downfield.
This is year 3 for him, right? So what round was he drafted?
He was a 3rd rounder. He and Garrett Williams. Hell of a 3rd round for Monty Osmord. Go back to him?
Yeah. Why not?
Why not? No cheap shots here.
See, now you've gone to him this many times in a row. This is where you got to find a little dump off to Trey. Try to get Trey streaking or across the middle.
Cardinals can't be kicking field goals in this game. Yeah, you're in 4-down territory. If it's 5 yards or under moving forward, you're not kicking field goals against this Rams team.
Oh, we'll get rid of it.
There you go. Damn, he got lifted up.
Oh, it's just a bad thing. He's catching the ball across the middle. Oh, God. Shocker.
Trey.
Defensive backs talking trash.
Trey and Mike, when they play together, it's just like, hey, each of us are going to have 10 catches. Yeah, that guy was up in his face. 4-down territory here. No chance you're kicking a field goal. Ryland's sucked lately. You're not beating this team kicking field goals. You got to go for the jugular. Got to go for the throat. Go back to Mike. Go back to Trey.
Right now. Oh, okay, that's fine. Good look. I say he could have gone anywhere. Michael Wilson, Trey McBride, they were both there for the first down. Which, this is where we go back to that BS that we watched the other night.
Yes.
Where we like you had 4th and 4 in overtime.
Oh, I'm aware.
That play right there.
Right.
That would have got you a first down.
Jacoby Brissett, 10 of 12, 127 yards passing. Cardinals need a touchdown here. Jacoby Brissett play action.
Oh, no.
I don't like the boot out. Uh-oh. That's a nice throw. Who's that guy?
86.
Who's that guy?
Jalen Brooks.
Super chat here.
Rookie?
No, scrub off the street. Michael. Not a scrub. Mike catches with the ball in his hands. I wish Marv did this to evaluate any player on this team because of the play caller. It's hard. Yeah, it is hard. The next play caller is going to make the most of this roster, though.
Well done.
Marv will be fine. Mike's good. Took Mike 3 years. Marv is good. He just had a rough year injury-wise. Said some fluke stuff happened to him.
He had a rough start to the season, and then...
That's a good play by Jacoby Brissett, just to go down.
Rough start to the season with some bad drops, and then he kind of figured it out, and then it was just an injury bug after that.
It's being confirmed by Pro Football Talk that Daniel Jones' Achilles is done. No more screens. Screens. I bet you're going to get a run here. You're going to run for about nothing. Marv was cooking the Jaguars last week before he got hurt. I mean, he's been good.
Oh, you got to.
Just take off, maybe?
I don't like that.
3rd and 10 here.
Thought you could have got a hold on 53 there. Probably should have got a hold and call on 53 there, but
here's what we need to know about Pacelli. Although he's not been active, he has been like living here on and off this team for like 5 years. So like, not my bad, Brandon, against the Tampa Bay Bucks. I get the Jags and the Bucks game confused. Marv was good against the Bucks before he had to leave that game. Pacelli has been in Glendale with the Cardinals since I've been covering the team, so he should have a decent rapport. It's all right. Take your. Who is that? Who's that guy? Is that you? Take your field goal. Disappointing end as they sync up in the red zone. Michael Wilson, maybe a 50-50 ball there.
There's just nobody open.
Yeah. Super chats. It defies logic. We can't use MHJ, Michael Wilson, Trey McBride. The next OC hopefully can. $5, Lamar Washington. Michael Wilson is proving he's wide receiver 1 going forward into this next season. I just, oh God, Jared Ryan almost missed that. I just think you have to go into it with like, we have our 2 starting receivers. We have an X and a Y, and we have a tight end. They both start. The number one thing, yeah, for sure. If you want to just put labels on, for sure. Michael is
to go off of that with what you've seen, right? Yeah, Michael Wilson. When you scheme to get him the football,
right,
which only seems to happen when Marvin Harrison is not in the lineup. But like when you scheme to get Michael Wilson the football, good things happen. It's the same thing as I scheming to get Trey McBride the football. Good things happen, right? And a couple years ago, right, when James Conner was healthy and you were scheming, and you obviously that a lot of that had to do with your run game coordinator.
Yep.
But it's all about when you scheme ways to get your playmakers the football and you do it you do a good job of it. Good things happen, and we just have not been able to do that on really when it matters. Somehow, Petzing is a genius at scheming getting his playmakers the ball when he's down by 30 points. Like this is really one of the first times that we can see
it's going to be appealing for the next OC, the weapons that the Cardinals have. I think there are going to be openings this offseason where maybe the overall attractiveness of the team is better, but I do think that an offensive coordinator should be able to look at those 3 players at receiver and tight end. And
you should feel so good about yourself as an OC walking in, right? With all 3 of them. When you have all 3 of those guys healthy,
yep.
You should walk out every week, start of the week, going into practice for the coming game and say, I've got 3 of the best guys that can come out here and get the job done. I've got the playmakers out here.
No doubt.
Can I scheme up, a play calling sheet that can get the job done? And we just don't. I mean, he might have all the right plays on the sheet. He just doesn't know when to call them.
I do think, like, for Drew, and they're going to move off of Drew in January is still my stance on this. I do think that Jonathan Gannon will feel like he was dealt a short straw given the fact they've had all these injuries. But at the end of the day, like, fans don't want to hear about injuries. They don't want to hear about who you're playing. They just want to see progress and consistent growth that leads to wins. Cardinals just don't win enough. So, if you're Drew Petzing, at the end of the day, it's like, hey, man, you're not an incompetent guy. I know that you're smart. You probably impress a lot of people behind closed doors. But like we see this every week when the play calling has to be on point. They wet the bed every time. We might see it today, unfortunately. It's such a common denominator of this team right now. So, but, give Jacoby Brissett all the credit in the world. Be able to come in and play to this caliber. $5. Props to Michael Wilson. 100%. I mean, think about it in this game right now. It's like Marv's not playing. Walter Nolan's not playing. I mean, it's knock on wood, depending on how this drive goes. Like, I'm impressed with the effort so far. Like, they're playing hard. Defense, it would be nice to see them get off the field here without
Mm.
giving up a touchdown. That would be nice.
If you can hold them to 3, you're okay here, but
Yep, no doubt about it. What do you make of the college football playoff and Notre Dame not getting in? Do you care?
I don't. Honestly, on a real note, no, I don't care because I don't really watch college football. But it's kind of like I know nothing about James Madison and Tulane,
Right. I don't want to see them though.
Roll wave for Tulane.
I
Okay.
get it, but that's just not somebody that I'm in the playoff.
No.
Like who did Tulane play?
Me and you.
Tulane is so cool. They're the best.
Who does James Madison play? Like I know they were a really, really good football team in
Texas
the FCS
Tech.
ranks.
Didn't Texas Tech beat somebody? Tulane or James Madison? $20 from Kyle. Johnny, how many likes does the stream need to get to say the names of the OCs you've been hearing? Can't release anything till the end of the season, brother. But I appreciate you asking. I think everybody's gonna like some of the names. I think there's gonna be a name or two where people are like, that clearly sounds like, oh my God, Buddha. That clearly sounds like names that have a hierarchy in terms of who you go after. Here's what I will say, because that was a very generous super chat. Their first choice is going to have some competition, and their first choice is not Dable and it's not Stefanski. It's going to have some competition, but I think that they'll have a shot to hire this person. And then you work your way down. There are tiers, but for me, if they get their first choice, I think we'll feel much better about the development process of young players, quarterback, etc. So, I don't think any of the names are like going to blow people away in terms of like Brian Dable's the hot name that people are going to watch for. They're not interested in Brian Dable. So take that for what it's worth. Got really lucky here. They got a hold on Will Johnson. Didn't really even impact the play. I mean, they got bailed out. Don't draft Simpson from Alabama. He's trash. I don't love him, but here's what I would like to see. I would like to see him do well and declare so that there are more options. I just think the Cardinals will be in a better spot if there are more options, I don't want to just see Mendoza and Moore declare, and then it's like a free for all for those guys. I think you want to be able, like the Broncos did with what's his name that they drafted, Bo Nix. Like you want to be able to play the game a little bit during draft season. You want to be able to say, oh yeah, I'm a balk at that price because we can get this quarterback here. If there's only two guys, you got no negotiating power. 2nd and 3, Will Johnson falls down. Puka Nacua for a first down. I have not bothered to lock into the Raiders-Broncos game because of how bad the Raiders have been. They're losing 14-7. So Packers up 7-0 on the Chicago Bears. Relatively sleepy little afternoon slate here. Hit us with a like, PHNX Cardinals. Any more super chats, my guy Noah? All right, we're good for now. Can the defense get a stop? Man, it's not. It feels like they have at least 5 yards every play, doesn't it? Feels like they could get 5 yards seemingly every play.
Christian Watson.
3rd and 10 backbreaker. This first half's gone by relatively quickly here. About 6 minutes left. Cardinals had the ball first. Rams will get the ball to start second half. Cardinals needs any kind of pressure. They are not close to Stafford at all. Super chat. Austin, blink twice if it's Frank Wright. I can't reveal any names. You guys can speculate. The only thing I said, Austin, that because I want people's expectations to be, relatively modest, is like I know that they're not going to pursue Brian Dable. So everybody else you can speculate, and even like Stefanski, I think they would have interest, but I don't think Stefanski would be rushing to come here given like the fallout that's going to go down with Drew. So but everybody else you can speculate. We'll release names when we can. $4.99. Shane Lane. Let's be honest. Michael Wilson should be our wide receiver 1. He has what MHJ doesn't have. The dog. Also, Titans might draft QB Ward Rosen 2.0. Will love Colts for K1. I think I am in your camp where like I would. This is where Bo and I disagree. I would tell you definitively, Titans are going to have a whole new regime in there looking over everything. Cam Ward, you can't say Cam Ward's safe if you're Cam Ward. Buddha falling down before the defender even gets to him here. Cardinals D-line just getting washed away. I mean, the Rams are up 11 carries, 95 yards. So they're just doing whatever they want to do here. Already in the red zone. Cardinals have not made the Rams punt today. Puka Nacua over multiple defenders there. Steve Kimes burner. Owen Papo making a lot of tackles. Yeah, I mean, second level. Owen Papo is a linebacker. He's not necessarily filling. He's almost like another safety back there. Jalen Thompson losing Puka Nacua. Buda Baker. I mean, Buda is just, what has happened to Buda? Watch, got a chance to tackle Puka Nacua. He just throws him off of him. Yikes.
Four targets, 4 receptions, 80 yards. Oh,
This is the parting of the Red Sea here. Nice tackle by Calais. First half almost over. Low dog, $5. Our defense is so disgusting. We can't stop anything. Rollis is a dud. Nick Rollis is safe. As long as Jonathan Gannon's safe, Nick Rollis is safe. Yeah, they stink. They're not any good. They played well last week because it was Tampa. And then Tampa got shut down by New Orleans defense, so it makes you feel less good about it. So walk-in touchdown there from Williams.
well, there's your parlay.
There it is. LA up 17-10, pending the extra point. Rams up to 13 carries, 99 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Both RBs have a touchdown.
Rams have scored every drive thus far. Do us a favor, hit that like. Cardinals are going to get one last possession here where they need points because they're going to give the ball right back to the Rams at the start of the second half.
This game might be over in an hour and a half. As
And
much as the Rams are running the football,
this is about
clock is just ticking.
this is a 1 hour first half. Man. No negative plays, no sacks, no TFLs. Just bad football. Arizona Cardinals lose this game. They'll have lost, I think, if my math is correct, like they're 0-13 against their last 13 games against teams with a winning record. 12 or 13, I've lost count. This will be their 10th loss in 11 games. And they'll be 0-5 in the NFC West. So, not good things. Not things you want to be known for.
I mean, you got to think. You won 2. First 2 games. You lost 5 in a row.
Mm-hmm.
And you beat Dallas.
Now you've lost.
Now you're about to lose 5. If you lose this game, it's another 5 in a row.
Jacob, 199. No Walter, no defense.
Where's Darius?
You definitely struggle, especially in the run defense when Walter Nolan's not in there. But just all the same in pass rush, like you're sticking Nolan down there in the middle, and somehow he's turned into one of your best pass rushers as well as run stoppers. So when you lose a guy like that, clearly it's apparent apparent this week. I mean, the Rams are just have the Rams thrown the ball over 10 times. How many attempts does Stafford have?
12. 9 of 12 for 110
attempts.
yards. Not happy for fantasy football enthusiasts for Matthew Stafford. On the flip side, Jacoby Brissett, 11 for 14, 139 pending this drive. Cardinals are getting about 3.7 yards per carry. Bad. And Brissett's juicing that up with a little 2 for 15 here. Not sure the Cardinals can, afford to punt again in this game. And this is tough where you're going to lose any kind of last remaining Jonathan Gannon supporters where, hey, let's see you have a nice defensive performance. Most of these guys were selected by you, and the defense looks bad. So
that's disrespectful to me.
What's that?
Teams now kicking the ball, like forcing you to, because they're like, that's fine. We'll give you the ball on the 30-yard line. You're not going to do anything with it.
That's true. And they're like, let's stop the clock. Let's try. We got timeouts. Let's try to get another drive.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about any time coming off. You get a 3 and out. You get the ball back. You got 3 timeouts. You can get more points. Oh, man. Find your playmakers here. We're out in what looks like 13 personnel.
Lamar Washington, $5. Arizona had to meet the point spread before they let the Rams blow them out.
That's true. They had to keep it close in the first half. They need to pick up a first down here bad. Oh, my God. Screen. All that for less than a yard. Cardinals poised to give the ball back to the Rams here if they can't get a stop or if can't pick up a first down. Very, very quick first half pending. I want to remind everybody we're going to have our halftime show coming up here. $4.99 super chat. What good is a defensive head coach that his defense is poo poo? I'll say it. His defense is shit right now. I think they're going to tell you that they're missing Mac Wilson Sr. and they're missing Walter Nolan, and I like those players a lot, but Robert Saleh doesn't have any players left, and those games are close every week. The Rams have scored on every drive so far this game. Tyler, so tired of losing to McVay regardless of the regime. 100%. 100%. And it's a well-run operation versus a not well-run operation. And for the Cardinals, one of the benefits was supposed to be when you brought Gannon in was that, hey, Kyler can come in here and be special, but he doesn't have to be great. And your defense is going to be great. And they haven't been able to carry that over. They haven't been able to put together a product where you have an identity. I mean, Cardinals' identity right now is up their ass. They don't know what's happening. They can't run the football. They can't rush the passer. Like, it is what it is. So no one wants to hear excuses. No one wants to hear them talk about how close they are. All they do is lose every week. Every week we can line up and look at this team and say, hey, we like a lot of their pieces, but it doesn't matter because coaching staff right now isn't securing enough dubs, Brittan. You're going to be 0-6 against the NFC West, pending the finale if you lose this game.
And it goes back, like you said, to your division. Like, you're not winning games in your division,
Mm-hmm.
and you're ultimately uncompetitive in your own division, right? Everybody
Right.
else we're looking at's got 8, 9 wins.
Yep. And they're beating each other, and they're all going kind of back and forth.
And you're 3-9, and
Yeah.
you haven't even. I mean, you had an opportunity against the Seahawks the first go around, but I mean, that second go around, they came in and were like, "Listen, we need y'all to understand that was a fluke. Like, y'all had no business being on the field with us in either game."
Yep.
And they did that. And then the same thing with the 49ers. It was close the first go around with the 49ers. They came in round 2 and said,
You're done.
"Okay, we're not going to play with you and give you an opportunity." It's you consistently over your tenure here in Arizona as a head coach, you have been non-competitive in your division.
Yep.
And I mean, we say it every week. As a head coach in this league, if you cannot compete in your division, you don't keep a job.
No.
And the fact that you still have a job 3 years in you have an opportunity to go 0-6 in the division after how many division wins did he have last year? 1?
3-3. No, he
3 and
went
3.
500. But he beat a 49ers team twice, one of which they had backups in the finale, and then they beat the Rams in week 2.
Right.
So, I mean, that when the games matter at the end of the year, they couldn't beat anybody. No, I like people in the chat saying, how can you defend him if they go winless in the division and then they finish the year with 3-4 wins? Like, no, you can't defend it. There's a difference between, like, I'm not going to show up here and defend a coach that I know is going to be retained, but I also am not going to come on here and be like, hey, guys, like, let's make a head coaching graph and let's talk about prospects for this team to hire when I know that Gannon's not going to be fired. Like, if Gannon gets fired, then we'll take a hard right. I have not heard anything in which Jonathan Gannon is at risk of being fired. People can talk about how ridiculous that is, and you have the right to make that case. That it's his win-loss percentage is going to be abysmal. And as my co-host frequently says on our show, they're treating like 2023 like it didn't happen. Like that year that everybody knew what the process was. But the problem with that is just because you won't acknowledge it doesn't mean that the fans, this community, didn't endure it.
They paid money to go watch it.
Right. I mean, Aaron's saying Gannon not being fired after the season is mind-boggling. But I agree that it sets a precedent where you're just okay with this kind of thing. And then you've had the fallout with Kyler Murray, and you've had injuries, and Monty hasn't been perfect, and Buddha, your stars aren't playing like stars. You're a group of individuals where we like some of your parts, but what is it? I've seen Bruce Arians win more games with far less talent. So I mean, if you're the Arizona Cardinals, you have to ask yourself, if you're Michael Bidwell,
what a catch.
Are we going to be able to go out and get somebody that immediately makes us competitive in the NFC West? Like that's the change I would make. Can I get somebody who can come in here and immediately put us back on the right track?
Well, it's going to start with you're going to have to revamp that offensive line. Like that will Jesus Christ.
I mean, they might score a touchdown here. I mean, the Rams might score a touchdown here.
All this is right here is the Rams. McVay saying there's nobody on the opposite side of the ball that can run with any receiver we have.
Mm-hmm.
If they're going to play man coverage, we're going to throw the ball because there's no point. There's nobody on the other side that can stop.
Mm-hmm. They're at minimum going to get a field goal on this drive. Cardinals, since that opening drive, have not found the end zone again. I mean, like I before we got this report that Gannon was for sure coming back, like I would have made the argument like I would have thought he would be fired if they lost out and we're getting blown out every week. And that's what's happening. And then when they're not getting blown out, he's enabling his offensive play caller to basically lose him games. Yeah. It's just been a bad regime right now. Like, the regime has been bad. It hasn't led to anything positive. That's the problem with this regime. There are no positives from it. So you can't, I mean, it's disrespectful to look at the fan base and be like, more, please. More losing. That's the only thing you get more of, more losing. Oh no, Bilal Nichols is hurt. Cue up the music here. More injuries. Johnny, does losing out guarantee him still coming back? How do you think they sell tickets? How do you know the Falcons that's anything going to be better? Well, I can't tell you it's going to be better. It could probably be worse without Kyler Murray trying to win you 500, games, being at a 500 level. Yeah, I feel like right now they have a very difficult job sitting in front of people in January and telling them that it's going to be different with the same people involved. Minus a quarterback that at least is shown to be a capable starter. They're going to trade Kyler Murray, and they're going to get a pick for him, and then they're going to turn around and be like, look at this pick we got for him. We got rid of his contract. The people are going to say, okay, now what are you doing? Who are you getting? You're going to get somebody who likely on the surface looks like a downgrade. I mean, they just right now for this franchise, you would be hard pressed to argue just against just a complete reset. When you're a regime in the NFL and you get 3 off seasons and you can't have a winning record and you're getting worse, 99 out of 100 times, like the you get moved off of. People pivot off of you. And here's what I will say for the people that are hoping and that change is coming. There's no reason why Michael Bidwell can't change his mind. I mean, we got a month to go. There could be a lot of bad football on display this last month. So it's not nothing sure, fire to happen until Black Monday. Cardinals have had no pressure on Stafford today. It's just been a horrific watch defensively. Cruz, thank you so much. $9.99. JG texts Drew Petzing in at night with a kiss on the forehead. Tell him everything's going to be okay for that absolute bum. JG has no idea to run this team. He looks lost. Rush the field, Bo. Ben, JG couldn't survive Brandon Staley's last game. Man. Staley and him are buddies. Oh, perfectly set up screen by the Rams here. They're going to get...
Oh, you're going to blitz? We'll run a screen.
That's right. Going to get down closer into field goal range. Although they're not, unlike Drew Petzing, they are not thinking field goal. They are thinking touchdown. $2. Thank you so much. Clean house. Can't serve this shit sandwich again. They can't. They definitely can serve it. No one's going to eat it, though. No one's going to eat it. I mean, it's hard to back JG when the defense looks this bad. I mean, like, the offense we knew would struggle. The defense, I mean, you're on pace. They score, you're on pace to give up over 40 points. Like they have
you've done twice in the division already.
And they have cruised downfield in every possession. They haven't forced they're not going to force a punt in this first half. Will the Rams punt this game? When if you get that with our friends at Bet365, I'd be hard pressed to say yes.
Oh,
got lucky there.
Puka turned up too quick.
Hit that like button. Subscribe to PHNX Sports. Tyler, $7 super chat. Fans have rallied on Petzing's offense all season, rightfully so, but Gannon's defense has looked worse today in the last couple of weeks. I agree. They don't do anything well.
No. It's just bad. It's bad football.
They don't know how to win.
All the way around.
They don't know how to win.
All 3 phases. All 3 phases
of
bad football.
Just they are getting absolutely annihilated. Absolutely annihilated. Puka Nacua absolutely clowns the Cardinals.
Puka's over 100 in the first half.
I mean, are the Cardinals the worst team in the NFL right now?
Mm-hmm. Hands down. I mean, when you put it, you don't even have to put it on paper. When you just watch offensively, the only time you move the ball is garbage time, right? Outside of the first possession. You moved the ball in the first possession, did well, but since then you've done nothing. You've had some good catches by Michael Wilson. Outside of that, there's been nothing to show for it.
This
Defensively, it's like slice and cheese.
This looks like the worst. Like right here. This looks like the worst team. This looks like a team that doesn't practice, doesn't it? This looks like the worst team in the NFL. Shane Lame, $4.99. What sucks is we know next year is a throwaway. They will not be competitive. Not with a rookie or free agent quarterback. Another wasted year of our talent. Let's just see how the chips fall this offseason, Shane. All right, here's what we're going to do because I'm assuming the Cardinals are going to kneel the football. We're going to pause the watch along. Get your barf bag ready. We're coming back for our halftime show right here on YouTube. And then it's Brittan and I for the second half. We'll talk to you soon. We're back to the greatest show on turf. LA Rams will not be punting today. Will Johnson fighting for his life against Devontae Adams. Devontae Adams anytime touchdown feels like a lock for this half.
Devontae Adams is a very tough task.
They have not punted yet. 1st and 10. This is like 7-on-7 for Stafford.
But 7-on-7 against the scout team in practice.
Yep.
Got a $1.99 support from Zimenez.
Thank you, Zimenez. Appreciate you. We need all the support we can get watching it. Look at that hole. My God. Everybody's in Cabo.
Cabo Wabo.
Cabo Cards. My God.
Is that what we refer to this year's team?
Cabo Cards.
I like it.
Let's see here. Oh, my God. People just getting mauled.
It's still a 5-yard gain.
Rams. You want some vomit-inducing stats? Rams have almost 400 yards of offense, averaging 9.4 yards per play.
.400 yards of offense, and you're not even 5 minutes into the third quarter.
My God. The Cabo Cards are here. Libertarian Sasquatch 199. Every player JG is drafted on D sucks. The D sucks. Dude sucks. Uh-oh, here we go. Stafford underneath. Cardinals are going to get called for a foul. And there's holding. Not a good look for Jonathan Gannon right now. Not a good look. Not a good look right now. Disaster season. Disaster. You have any bets? You have any bets we're following?
I have a little tiny one. It's like $20. It wins 100.
Those are big for me.
It's all. I need the Broncos to wake the hell up. Well, I say the Broncos. I need Evan Ingram to.
There's a nice play by Owen Papo. It was a nice play. The Cabo Cards are here. Bears losing the Packers 14-3.
That's what I need. Watson hit, Wilson hit, McBride hit.
Brissett's he'll hit that in his sleep.
I need 7 yards from Evan Ingram. I need 9 yards from Troy Franklin.
Okay.
That's all I need.
People wide open. Pick that. Wow, Rams about to face their next third down. This will only be their second third down in the game that they faced. Peter, $2. We have to coach better, and that falls on me. Gannon, super chatting us from the sideline. We appreciate you, Peter.
Burner.
All right, here's an interesting one. $4.99. If we lose by 40 today, does JG get fired? This shit is a joke. This team looks terrible. Thanks for keeping me entertained, JV. We'll appreciate you, T. Bauer. That's the quickest way for Jonathan Gannon to lose his job. when you're getting just boat raced every game.
There it
There's
is.
a touchdown. 31-10 blowout. When you're losing this badly, that's the quickest way to lose a head coach. I don't care who's been given what assurances, what's happening. And Michael Bidwell's not going to fire a coach in season, but like if you're losing these kind of games, well, we'll see though. But they'll show up tomorrow and they'll say, we got to be better, and they're not going to make any changes. And how about this? I put a clock is $4.99. I put $1,100 on the Rams to win by 10, doubles up the money. If this franchise is going to let us down, might as well profit from it. My wife will tell you, the minute I stopped betting on the Cardinals and started betting against them, your luck has changed. This is ugly. Oh, we got 500 people watching live. Hit that like button. We're going to probably do our postgame a little earlier today for obvious reasons. Cabo Cards. Should we put that on the postgame thumbnail? I think that's the theme of today's Cabo Cards. We do need beers and pizza. No doubt about it. No, would love that.
I think I'm good on beers right now, but pizza I could eat an
Maybe a big
entire
Costco pizza.
Yeah. I heard those bring the boom.
Well, we would know something about that, wouldn't we? We know about bringing the boom. Man. Cardinals lost to the Titans. They've lost. They're going to be losers of 10 of 11. Unbelievable. Cabo Cards, baby. How many points could the Rams theoretically score in this game? How many points?
I mean, a lot of it's going to depend on how long Stafford and company plays. If they play into the fourth quarter, this could be a 50 burger.
Mm-hmm. So for those who are wondering, those are the kind of outings that get coaches fired. That's what got Ken Whisenhunt fired. You give up 50, 60 points, you're not long for the role that you have, unless you're just taking over. If I'm a Rams fan, I'd want Stafford out, backups to beat us, maybe. If they score 50 points today, I don't know how Gannon faces the media, unfortunately, after this game. LeBron, $2. I don't give a fuck. I hope the worst for JG and Co. I'm sorry. I read that as aggressive as I could. Thank you for the super chat. Jacoby Brissett underneath, incomplete to the fullback, and I always forget his name. Lamar, JG has to be fired. Every divisional rival put up 40 points on you. 40 burgers in non-competitive. Shane Lame. What's that say? Tom Brissett ready for the garbage time stats. And then Drew will tell us that it was impressive when the game was 31-10. Austin, Johnny, would you quit being a fan if Petsy took over as head coach next year? No, but he's not going to. Bam Knight. Nice little run on second down. Cardinals are like, how quickly can we run this clock to end this game? Bad, 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 bad. No, I wouldn't quit being a fan. They can't. The Cardinals can't break me as much as they try. As much as they try, they can't break me. I'm never going anywhere. I'm always going to be around. Yeah, I don't think they're going to win another game either. Although the Falcons are really bad. All right, back. Rams getting the ball back now.
Oh, he slipped. Oh, no. You can't let that happen. He caught the ball on the 2-yard line.
Will Michael Bidwell get involved? I don't think so. I think the Cardinals are going to let Gannon finish the year with his staff. Do we expect something different with a rookie quarterback? I mean, they got to. The hard thing about the rookie piece is they got to get to that point first. You know, they got to be able to find a way to acquire one. No, I think Marv will probably play next week. Your job looks tough. Hang in there, boys. I've covered this team professionally, for 6, 7 seasons. I've been here for 5. This is the worst year. This is worse than 2022. 2022, we had tipped off like Keim and Cliff were being fired in November. This is the hardest because you're hearing messages one way and then you watch the product. And it's just, organic where, hey guys, Gannon's coming back. Okay, well, it's just like, all right, let's find some silver linings. Let's find some things to root for. And then you watch the product and it's irredeemable. It's a product that you just can't support. Somebody saying, JG, fire yourself, stepping down. I mean, I just feel like for Jonathan Gannon right now, you just got to be in a miserable state because everybody wants you gone. And you've been very, very committed to the people on your roster and the people in your building, and that's admirable. But man, I just you're in a division where it just eats you for breakfast every time you play a division rival. Yeah, Mister, I agree. This is as nuclear as it gets. Absolutely, this is as down as this franchise has been because right now you went into this year, you couldn't get plus money on the over for 8.5. Vegas thought talent, what you've been building, you're a playoff team. You're a 9-win team minimum. And right now we're sitting here December 7th. It's like, could you beat anybody in the NFL? I think the answer to that is there's no guarantee.
There is none. I mean, you lost to the worst record, the team with the worst record in the NFL. You essentially gave the Titans the only win that they were going to have until today. And you gave it to them.
Well, tell me one team the Cardinals could beat. I think Falcons maybe, but they're we'll see.
Yeah, but you're going to have to stop Bijan.
Yeah.
And I just don't know if it's any indication of what the Rams have done to you on the ground today as they go again for another 8-yard game.
Right.
Like, Bijan will have, I might take his over on rushing and receiving at 150. Bless you.
I mean, this defense, they look done, don't they?
The run game, they're just gashing. Like it's 5-yard gain after 5-yard gain at minimum.
So bad. Hit that like on the watch along here. We're watching with 500 of you. Michael Bidwell looks sick to his stomach there, sitting with Giamatti Ossenford. Man. Does look, Steve Keimsperner, it does look like they practice with flags on. Yeah, Rams are just like, we're going to run the ball right at you. Just a brutal, brutal performance. People are telling me on Twitter they're going to blow up their draft pick. They can't score points and they can't stop anybody. That's not a good recipe for beating somebody in the NFL. Last time I checked.
It's the shortest run the Rams have had
I know.
all day.
Tyler, BG, how badass was it playing with Fitz?
Fitz was cool, man. It was good. Learned a lot. And you learn kind of how to be a professional on one side. Kind of watch how he studies, how he prepares, takes care of himself. He's a good dude, man. I've had the pleasure of training his son Devin this year before he goes off to Notre Dame. So I've got to talk with him a little bit more the last couple months. But really good dude, really good people.
People are asking how JG could survive given the circumstances. Owner wants him around. And the players like him, but is that overrated, BG?
I mean, it's yeah. Because at this point, like, yeah, the players can like a coach, but there's a lot of that when you don't win, it doesn't really matter. Like, what's being likable if you're not winning games? Now you want to play for somebody that obviously you want to win for,
right?
But being likable doesn't pay the bills. At least not in this sport.
Bloodbath. Wilkes was fired for less.
Wilkes didn't even get an opportunity. That's the crazy part. And yeah, that was just a
Stafford, his jersey looks the same as it did when the game started.
I don't even know if Stafford's broke a sweat.
They're not going to clean house from a roster standpoint because they have players on their team. It's not like 2022 where like the team was so bad.
You've got playmakers though. You just don't
pick
have
that off. Come on, Will.
You just don't have the right people in place to.
Yeah, your coaching's not where it needs to be. Oh God!
Did he catch that? Oh wow!
Who was that? Who caught that?
No, Zacchaeus.
There you go, Caleb. Second and 10. Here comes an 8-yard carry. Nope, only 4 yards. Rams are like, we will allow you to exit this game with your dignity. We will run the ball.
The hard part with the Wilkes thing was like Wilkes came in and didn't even have a quarterback.
No.
And then you drafted Josh Rosen.
You're not a fan of Sam Bradford?
I mean, Sam Bradford was the best thing you had going, and then you benched him for Josh Rosen.
We have a 4th down. We've seen a 4th down. Oh my God. Wow.
Oh.
Wow. Thank the football gods. As Bo Brock said in the chat, we did it. Special. I'd love if I had like a tall boy to chug with my guys here, but no beer here.
To chug.
Cardinals getting flagged. That's not like them. Roughing the kicker. That'd be hilarious.
I think it was his own guy that hit him. Yeah.
Packed today. Hey guys, come out and watch us score 10 points for the third straight week. Hey guys, you want some premium casita seats? You want to cash out your 401k? Come sit and watch the Cardinals score 10 points? I bet those casitas are awesome, though. Love to be invited there. Christian Watkins, touchdown. Watson, excuse me. Bears give up a TD. Right back to Jordan Love. Oh, Jordan.
Why do the Raiders suck so bad? It's gonna kill me.
What are you hoping to have happen?
They don't have to throw the ball. Like, I need 15 yards from Evan Ingram, and he's got 8. But there's 6 minutes left in that game, and they're up 21-7.
Is that game almost over? Let me get a little Bowers action.
Bowers hit. I had him for 30 yards. He's got 31.
I think Kenny Pickett's in that game.
Kenny Pickett's 1 for 2 for 2 yards.
That's good. Broncos first, 4th and 1. Go for it here.
Yeah, throw it to Evan Ingram.
Remember when the Cardinals were bad in the preseason and everybody's like, nothing to see here. It's like this isn't where we're gonna be. Afternoon games. Black. Oh man. No one cares about what players you lost to injury when your team blows. Bet JG back to fire him 4 games in the next year, 199. All right, Jacoby. Let's see those garbage time numbers, Jacoby. This is his time to shine. Look out. Look out. Unblocked man off the perimeter. He's a tough SOB. Give him credit. Give him credit. It's 3rd and 6 here. Quick 3 and out on the docket for this team. Streets are saying it. People want to see Slovis. Slovis is reserved for the last month of the year. Break class in case of Slovis. Oh, there's a false start on Paris. 3rd and 6. How about a 3rd and 11? It's like I don't care what Gannon and anybody says. Players are checked out. How can they not check out? This is just an abysmal product. It's a terrible product. It's gross. One of the grossest of the gross. I feel like right now, Cardinal fans, they're in a position where they don't want to hear any talking from anybody. They want to see action. You know what I mean? They want to see people go down for this. And they're not wrong. Jacoby Brissett. Will he get sacked? No, but he will run. Uh-oh. Behind 86, who was a street free agent just days ago. Steve Keim's burner. Defense gets a 30-second break, then back out there. That's right. Cardinals are like, we will actually not gain a yard. Do us a favor, hit that like, get us to 500 likes as we endure the horrific watch along. We love all of you. This team, though, does it love us? Questionable. 31-10. Fair catch. Done so. The 40. Matthew Stafford back on the field. I'd be pulling Stafford in the fourth quarter. I don't know why Stafford would be playing in the fourth.
There's no point anymore. He's got stats. He's got touchdowns. Take him out.
Take out Matthew Stafford. Let this game end. Broncos Raiders, field goal for the Raiders. Field goal for the Broncos, 24-7. Unfortunately for Noah, we're not going to have to update our draft order, it looks like, staying the same. Records are different. Cardinals will not move up. Despite being 3-10 and losing 5 in a row, they will be picking 8th right now. But the Jets and the Saints play each other over the course of the last month of the season. The Cardinals also play Atlanta, who's 4-9. Giants have lost 7 in a row. Vegas has lost 7 as of today. Commanders have lost 8 in a row. Commanders at one point were 3-2, and they've lost 8 straight. Jesus. And their strength of schedule is not great. Hardest strength of schedule, though, Titans at 573, followed by the Cardinals at 562. Cardinals were like, we will entertain you on the opening drive, and then the rest of the game will be unwatchable. Like, okay,
Completely.
let's do it. Let's do it. For those of you who do not know, Cardinals will fall to 3-10 on the road next week against a potential division-leading Tennessee Titan team. Houston Texan team. Early kickoff, and then there's 3 games left. At home against the Falcons, at Cincinnati, and then at the Rams in the finale. Slovis, baby. We see a little Slovis action. Rams starting this opening drive. Let's see if they can get anything going here. Nobody scored to start this half. No, the Rams have scored. What am I talking about? Cardinals have not scored a touchdown since their opening possession. So for those of us that were questioning whether or not the opening possession was scripted and scripted well, I think we know. Corum, a couple of yards. Is it just going to be a run, pass for the rest of the game for the Rams?
Might be a run. And if we don't get it, we'll just punt because we know you can't move the football.
Puka Nacua, 6 for 136. Seems pretty good. Cardinals are just not in the class of their own division.
Oh, they threw the ball in the first play or second play.
Wow, quickly down to another third down here for the LA Rams. 3rd and 3. Chicago Bears have responded with a field goal. They're down by 7 at Lambeau Field. That game very competitive in the third quarter. Let's see here. We got Vegas. Vegas is done. They're not going to win another game. So that they will likely have one of the first 3 picks in that draft. We're draft tracking, but a lot of time left before the end of the year. A lot of games left to be played. All right, 3rd and 8. Can the Cardinals get off the field here? Terrence Ferguson, who famously was drafted over Will Johnson. Thanks, Rams. One of your few mistakes as a franchise that you made. I'm sure he'll catch a touchdown here. Yeah, the draft order as it stands now: Giants, Titans, Raiders, Browns, Saints, Commanders, Jets, Cardinals. Then you've got the Rams, who own the Falcons pick, and then the Bengals at pick 10. So, it's a bloodbath right now for the Cardinals and their robust strength of schedule. Finally have an unblocked runner. Wow, Cardinals defense.
2 punts?
Wow. Cardinals catch a break there. They get off the field. Only their second punt, but they've had 2 in a row. Yeah, it looked like a missed assignment for sure. Jacoby Brissett back on the field. Jacoby Brissett, after that hot start, it's cooled off. 14 to 23, 158. Our parlay doesn't seem like a lock anymore. And again, there's still a lot left to be played. Good news, according to Brian, as we can see 3 more plays than Hack. Hopefully, Bo left the stadium. No, he is a gamer. He will sit and endure that team. He and I have both gone and watched this team lose on Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, holidays, Thanksgivings. There's no bounds. There's no ceiling to our commitment to watch this team be bad. So Daniel Jones blowing out his Achilles they've got 4 more matchups: Seahawks, 49ers, Jaguars, Houston. It's a very good chance that every team in the NFC West but the Cardinals wins at least 11 games. That is insane. That is absolutely insane. 3 11-win teams in your division, and then
there's going to be 11 in everybody's category except for the Cardinals. It'll be in the loss section.
Yep, that's right. My goodness. It's a bloodbath, folks. This isn't good. Paris Johnson Jr. had a knee injury, out for the game. Alex, when did that happen?
Must have been after that false start. Just wanted to get out of the game.
Maybe. That's not good. Josh Fryer exits the tent, heads back to the O-line area of the bench, but Josh Fryer in. Maybe they're playing it safe. Super chat, 199. Rams showing the holiday cheer, giving us a chance. You're not going to have a chance now with Josh Fryer in. Van John, 22. Rams called off the dogs. They don't want JG to get fired. You weren't the only one thinking that, Van John.
They want this team, this same regime back. That way they can run the table again.
Keep it going, Cardinals. Keep losing every year. Same people. Let's do it, guys. Cardinals like, we're down 21, and we're going to run the ball for 1 yard. And we're going to get 2 the fourth quarter. My goodness, this team is poison. Hit that like button. Subscribe to PHNX Sports here on YouTube as the Cardinals try to get off another play before the end of the third quarter. Interesting. Trey McBride been relatively quiet after a couple early catches on the opening drive. Jacoby Brissett tries to hit McBride underneath, well covered there by the Rams. Third and 8.
Going to be off the field before the third quarter ends.
3rd and 8 for this team right now. Not looking great. They literally are putting people to sleep. This team. Jacoby Brissett leading rusher today, 3 for 20. Nice work, guys. Another super chat here. We've got, I believe it's Doc. Rams offense and defense will just now be vanilla. Don't want to give too much film for other teams. There's an interception for Jacoby Brissett. Not looking good. Now the Rams are in striking distance. Interception here. And I think on that note, we will take a break. And we will be back for your post-game show here on PHNX Cardinals. We will start a little early, so keep it locked in for our post-game show. Thanks to everybody who watched the watch-along as this team completely wets the bed. Rams are now knocking on the door, 31-10. So, again, jump on over. Our post-game show is going to start in just a couple minutes, and we'll see you there. Thanks, everybody.